Hello, fellow Y members. This is Doug Walker. Behind the camera, in front of the camera, is our Health and Wellness Director, Jacqueline White. And happy Tuesday to you. The reason it's so happy is because we're continuing a video feature that we began last Tuesday and will continue every Tuesday. The Y has gotten about $130,000 worth of new exercise equipment. It's coming in week by week, and we're showing you how to use it. So today, Jacqueline, take it away. What are we looking at right here, and what can you do with it?
This is really cool. So this is an Octane row. It's I don't want to call it a typical rower, but you know, it can do so much more than a typical rower. So you just hop in, so the seat moves forward and backward. Now, some of our typical people that like to row, you can do that on this machine. The problem with typical rowers is these handles. So the handles are normally only about this wide. So you can really just row right here, and that's about it. Now, the nice thing with the Octane row is it has this extended handle, and it also has this neutral grip at the end. So now you can take those hands wider, and you can still row just a wider grip. So that allows you to utilize more muscles, more of those wide muscles in the back. And then you can also grab out here at this neutral grip, and it's a little more comfortable, but again, a little wider. So you've got 3 options right there to row instead of just the one option. Now, what's really cool and what sets this machine apart from some of the others is you can also take those feet out. You can now change your resistance. So it has a power paddle down here. So just by lifting that power paddle, you can lighten that resistance. So you can even go in and do a bicep curl if you wanted. Now, if that's too light, you can push that paddle down. That'll add a little bit more resistance and make it a little more difficult. You can even flip those hands around and now do a reverse bicep curl. Okay, so that power paddle is key. Now, if you're a paddler, you can also put those feet back in, what we call a kayak row. So you can come back and you can move this. Now, you couldn't do this before on the other rower, but you can go side to side, and at any time you can change that power, make it a little more difficult. So you can go side to side. This is their kayak row. Now, if you're more of a paddler, you can grab one hand down here and one hand wide, just like a paddle, and stay on that one side and pull. And then at any time, switch those hands, pull back. Now, you couldn't do this before because it's on a chain. This is more of a strap, if you will, which allows you to do some more movements. Now, I showed you a bicep curl. You can even flip around, face the other direction. And now you can go into some tricep work. So you want to lean forward, and then you can extend and do tricep work all on a rower. This is crazy. Now you can also come off, and you can get in a wide stance here, and now you can even do a one-arm row. You can even do like a lunged one-arm row. And at any time, you can swap over. You can even do abs on here, push-ups. So I would highly recommend taking a look at our QR code that's on the rower. So that QR code is going to take you right to the YouTube video that's put out by Octane. And there's like 6 minutes of just some crazy things that you can do on this machine. So we have one of these down here in our wellness room, and then we also have a second one upstairs in our functional room.
Alrighty, thank you very much, Jacqueline White, the Health and Wellness Director. This is just one of dozens of pieces of new exercise equipment coming in to the YMCA over the next several weeks. And every Tuesday from here on out until all the equipment has arrived, Jacqueline will be joining us with a video presentation about how all these really nifty pieces of exercise equipment work and what you can do to make your workout just a little bit better. Again, don't forget about that QR code that Jacqueline talked about. Just send your smartphone down there. It'll bring up the video, and you can self-train yourself. So, and again, thank you very much for joining us here at the YMCA. Thank you for watching, and Jacqueline will be back next Tuesday with yet another video presentation about all the new equipment coming into the Y.